Hey guys, welcome back. I know most of my videos are about chess, but I wanted to put out a somewhat random video about how to build wealth through real estate because I figure it could be helpful to some people out there. So, what I wanted to do here, I have a monthly spreadsheet in which I track my net worth. What I've done here is I got rid of most of the sections and just kept the real estate part just to show you guys the idea behind how to build wealth in real estate. Now, what I've done here also is I scaled all the numbers so that you guys couldn't, figure out what my net worth actually is. But again, I just wanted to share with you guys the concepts. So, in general, in real estate, what you want to do is you want to buy an asset that essentially pays for itself on a monthly basis. So, you add up all the expenses, everything necessary to maintain the property, and you want to make sure that the income that it brings in is enough to at least cover those bare minimum expenses. From there, real estate is also typically purchased with a loan like a mortgage. And so what happens is as long as you have an asset where the value isn't significantly dropping, and we know that they're not building enough houses to keep up with the demand anyways, so that reduces the risk of the property's value going down. But then also, the mortgage or loan part of it ensures that consistently every single month your loan is slowly but surely being paid down. So I'll walk you through this. Each of the columns is a month. So what you'll see here is at the start of this spreadsheet, we had essentially two rentals. We had a rental property, and then I had a triplex at the time that I lived in. And what you'll see here, the value stays consistent, at least based on my spreadsheet. Like real estate values don't go, fluctuate up and down like stocks. So we kept them essentially constant. But what you see here is every single month, the balance is going down. It's ticking down very slowly. But also each month, that amount is increasing slowly but surely. What you see here, so if you keep doing that over time, on a monthly basis, ensuring that you're actually still saving money on the side, eventually you'll get to a point where you can buy another asset, add on another rental property, and that's when things really start to compound because now, as I mentioned, like every single month, your balance is going down on your previous rentals, but then if you can add on another rental, as you can see here, there's a third rental, that's when things really start to snowball and kind of take off. Um, so what you can see here, at this time, I purchased another triplex, moved from the triplex that I was already living, and then I kept the original rental property. So every single month, you can see here the balances go down, and then typically the values actually go up, 2 to 4% a year, because that's typical in real estate. So keep going, keep going, keep going. And then typically what happens with most people is I would say like they get a nice job and then unfortunately they immediately go and buy themselves a primary residence. And what happens is like most of their money gets tied up in these expensive mortgages. What you can see here, what I did instead is after I had accumulated three properties, we got two rental properties and then a property I was living in. That's when I decided I was like, oh, okay, let's buy a primary residence. Unfortunately, it was after COVID had already happened and interest rates skyrocketed and property prices unfortunately like doubled for no reason. But regardless, at that point I decided to buy a home. So this is something that like doesn't bring in cash flow. It's just a home to live in, right? But at this point we already had three rental properties that are working for us. So we continue. By keeping these like this stuff just compounds, right? Like every single one of these properties is getting paid down, paid down, paid down every single month. Eventually I got to a point where first of all I lost my job, right? So I wanted to get defensive. So what I did was I took one of the rental properties that I had bought many years ago. As you can see here, the balance got paid down by the renters, and the value actually increased over time. What I did was I actually sold off that property, and after a few months, what you'll see is I was able to, it takes a while to transfer funds and stuff like that, but I was able to pay off my primary residence. So now I'm at the point where it's like, okay, primary residence is paid off, and then we got a couple rental properties on the side. So I hope this video helps you to kind of visualize a concept around it. You essentially want something where the value doesn't fluctuate rapidly, it pays for itself, and it's nice to have a loan component where you're consistently paying that down every single month and the value is going up. So as you can see here, this stuff takes a long time. I mean, in this case, it was like 7 or 8 years, but eventually things start to snowball and actually make a significant impact. Again, these numbers are scaled, so you're not going to be able to figure out anything from these spreadsheets, but I hope you like the trends, the ideas, and I hope this type of video is helpful to you guys. If so, let me know in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Take care.